Hello guys, welcome to The Wreck with your host Adonis Michael. Today we'll be talking about the Russian hacks and what those mean, what's going to happen now, and what's happening in the future when it comes to these hacks. We'll go, a lot of people have it misconstrued. They think that the Russians actually hacked our election machines, and that's not true. So what happened, the story takes place is John Podesta, who is Hillary Clinton's campaign chairman, gets his email account hacked, and all those emails are posted on WikiLeaks for so everyone can read. So that information on the campaign strategy, what the campaign was researching about, and just shit people in the DNC said to fucking John Podesta, which didn't turn out that well because when you get to people's personal shit, not everything is cool and shit like that. It's like seeing how sausage is made. We all enjoy sausage, the end product, but have you ever seen that how that shit is made? It'll make you think twice about eating fucking sausage again. You don't want that shit to happen. I know a lot of people are on the side that we should always know what our government officials are saying and what. No, you don't want to know. It's like knowing what your boyfriend's always thinking, your girlfriend's always thinking. You don't need to know what the fuck they're thinking all the time. You just need to know how they treat you and what they do. My girl does not want to know what the fuck I'm thinking all the time. It's not good all the time. But we edit and then we get to a good place and that's what I say to her. Everything I say to her, I filtered 2 times. If I didn't have that filtering process, the world would be not good for me and not good for her. You don't want that. Especially no one in government. You don't want to know everything your government does. No one does. Because they do some fucked up shit to keep you guys safe, to keep us in power. Fucked up shit happens all the time. But we don't need to know all the fucked up shit. It's only need to know basis, but I don't need to know everything the fucking government does. Why would Russia want to hack the DNC, hurt Hillary Clinton, and get Trump in? Well, Trump's a deal maker. Putin's a deal maker. They'll make some deals. Especially about the oil in Russia. Russia's not actually doing too well. Economically, they're not doing too well. Militarily, they are fucking amazing militarily. Still not as good as us, but they're good. They have good spies. They got good intelligence. So that's what they're using to try to whip us up. But like, we don't gotta be worried about them like that. They're dying power. China's stronger than they are. I think they feel threatened by China and the Americans' relationship, so they're trying to intertwine in that by getting Trump in because Trump hates China and thinks China's better than us, and China's hit the bubble of what they can expand to, really. So if they want to be more like America, they got to start doing more American things, which means regulating their policies, regulating their economy, making sure workers' wages go up. As soon as that happens, China's going to take a hit because what now they have cheap manufacturing that a lot of American companies use to get rich. They use China to do that. I don't know what Trump's axe to grind with China is, but China's not United States. The military is not better. They're not more economically sound. I think we do owe them a lot of debt, but a lot of countries owe a lot of countries debt. So it's weird how the fucking I can go all into that shit, but it's not just simple. We owe China and China's gonna ask like, what the fuck is China gonna do? China can't beat us. It's like, oh, China's like, America, give us our money. We're going to be like, fuck you. Take it. And they're not going to do anything. All that debt, that's just an illusion. Like, all that shit is fake. We don't have to worry about paying this debt to them. It's the bankers we gotta worry about, not China. That's the truth. So that's why Russia wants to weaken Hillary Clinton. But they already won. So now they have a Trump presidency. Hopefully they can decide Trump's here for their point of view. I'm I'm clearly on the side of we'll see what happens. I hope it's good, but I don't trust Russia at all, and I don't trust Trump, so we'll see what happens with there. So what happens now is Barack Obama's like, we gotta do something about this shit. So Barack a few months ago was like, we have a high confidence that Russia is the one perpetrating the hacking. Why is that? CIA, NSA, and FBI have come to different conclusions that most likely case Russia hacked us. All of them came to that. Some stronger than others. But one's like 70% chance, one's like 80, and others 90. But like more than a coin toss, it was probably Russia. Most likely is what all the intelligence agencies say from what they've conducted in their top secret missions. See, we're never sure if they're telling the truth, but on this one, I think it's safe to say that Russia probably tried to hack the DNC. I would definitely go with that observation. So now Barack's like, we gotta strike back. We're gonna retaliate. A few months ago, and then everyone's like, retaliate? What does that mean? You can't be so vague. So now, a few days ago, he was like, okay, we got the people, they got the people who were probably doing this, like 35 Russian diplomats and Russian citizens who were doing this. And Barack says, get the fuck out of our country. He's like, yeah, you guys got 72 hours. You know who you are and where you at. Get the fuck out of our country right now. Now Russia's like, what are we gonna do? Russia just can't kick out the U.S. citizens in Russia. Why can't they do that? Mostly they didn't do anything. The U.S. citizens here didn't do anything, but they're trying to act like, oh, we didn't do this, so America kicking them out is like bad. But you know, when they got specific people, you kind of know, like, yeah, Russia was trying to pull something with that. So Barack Obama's like, y'all got 72 hours to get the fuck out. And Putin's like, we're just gonna chill on this until Trump becomes president, and then we'll see what happens. So in the future, Russian relationships are pretty much tarnished. You have the wing in the GOP who's like very Trumpist and nationalistic, who likes what Putin's doing and respects Putin's nationalistic tendencies. But it can only get you so far in today's world when business kind of runs everything. Your nationalism will make you seem strong to you and your people, but the other world doesn't take it that seriously if you don't own shit. And as you have John McCain and a lot of the establishment Republicans who don't like Russia because Russia doesn't like capitalism like that, and so they don't like them at all. So I think you have a fraction who likes what Putin's doing, and then you have a Republican faction who doesn't, and those guys are the ones who've been in the politics a little bit longer. So at this point, it's like 50-50 Republican. All the Democrats are mad that Hillary didn't get in. And let's get into what Trump has said about this. Trump has said, guys, you know, I won, and we should put all this hacking stuff behind us. Mr. Extremely Petty Ass Trump, who still can't get over Rosie O'Donnell, is now like, a foreign country hacking, you know, the Democrat Party. Let's get over that right now. You know, I won the election. We should all get over it. Mr. Petty as fuck is like, we should get over this huge thing of another foreign entity asserting themselves in your election process. We should just get over that. Bullshit, Trump. And he's saying it's a political witch hunt. For who? Who? There's a political witch hunt for a foreign country? It's not a political witch hunt. As a witch hunt of a foreign country, maybe, but not your standard political witch hunt. Republicans aren't even... Who are we looking at besides for Russia? Like, are we looking at Americans? We're not looking at any Americans. We're looking at Russians. That's not a political witch hunt. That may be a different kind of witch hunt, but not a political one. Not at all. So Trump is like, must cozy up with Putin, and everyone's like a little weirded out by that. I think everyone's a little like, little too close to Putin. I don't know. He's a little too accepting of it because he's won. Without a doubt, he won. And even if they helped him, he still won. He already didn't win by the popular vote. His win already has an asterisk by it because he didn't win the popular vote. It has been another asterisk. Trump lives life on asterisks. He can fucking take that shit. You know, his businesses, his dad gave him the money. That's an asterisk. Are you really that smart? It's asterisk. You know, he lives life on asterisks, you know? Was it really his ability or was the money that he had? Was it really his campaigning or was it the Russians? But win's a win. You gotta take it. But I don't know why he's so cozy up with Putin. And even us, we're like, all the intelligence agencies. But in the intelligence agencies, usually run conservative because that's who they are. Also, the liberals are not very into, the intelligence agencies, not a law enforcement. They're more your philosophers, half of your pundits, a lot of radio and entertainment people, but they're not your intelligence. Intelligence guys are, you're going to say, mostly conservative because we will do what we need to do, be it toe the line and violate people's rights for the sake of our country. So that's our conservative guys. These are our conservatives saying Russian hacked us, not not the liberals. Conservatives in the NSA, the CIA, and the FBI. So, believe what you want to believe, but the case is it's a good case, a good chance. Russia did it. A really good, really high confidence from the CIA saying Russia did it. And the CIA doesn't like anybody meddling in our business. We can meddle in other people's shit. Get that straight. We do meddle in other people's shit. But we don't like people meddling in our shit, as you shouldn't. It's like your dad. Do as I say, not as I do. Alright, guys. That concludes this episode of The Wreck. Your host, Don Cycle, signing out. Be safe, and don't get hacked by Russians.